Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our web event. My name is Marvin Landwehr. I'm the responsible product manager for the product range air conditioning service at WabcoWürth. Today we have prepared a presentation about two topics. The first topic will be our brand new product, our COOLIUS trailer. And the second part of the web event will be an overview and a summarize of the new technology in the truck area, especially for the topic thermal management, e-mobility, and what does it mean for the air conditioning system in the future. Yeah, one point in advance, your microphone are muted for the whole session. That means if you have question, don't hesitate to put in your question in the chat function, and we will answer the question promptly or at the end of the event. Yeah, what have we prepared today? To my right side, you see our brand new COOLIUS trailer. The COOLIUS trailer is a common project of WabcoWürth, Würth Fahrzeugeinrichtungen, and the division Cargo in Germany. The background of this project is, yeah, if you want the advantage for the customer to carry out a air conditioning service in a mobile and ergonomic way. The trailer is a 750 kilogram trailer and is sufficient to drive with a B license in Germany. So you need no extra license to drive with this trailer. You can only fix the trailer to your transporter or to your van, and then you can go or drive out to your customer and carry out the air conditioning service in an economical way. Yeah, what is the content of the trailer? For this purpose, I will open the side flap and we can see together what is inside in the trailer. So as you see here, we have the trailer filled with a lot of accessories, consumables, equipments for air conditioning service. The first and important point is our COOLIUS A10. Here we have make the decision for our A10 series because in the most cases in reality in the agriculture and construction sector, they use often the refrigerant R134A, and that's the reason why we have equipped the trailer with our A10. But if you have other applications in the reality, then you can also choose another COOLIUS machine from us. Or for instance, you have an air conditioning machine, then you can also get the trailer without any air conditioning equipments or machines. But the individual configuration of the trailer, I will explain you in a later step. Yeah. What do we also have inside of the trailer? We have left of the air conditioning machine our hoses extensions. These extensions are also very necessary because if you drive out of the trailer to the customer direct on the field in the agriculture or in the construction area, then you need the extension to reach the quick couplings of the vehicles, and that's also a point for the economical opportunity to carry out the air conditioning service. Right, then what you see here, we have two options for power supply. We have on the one hand our aggregate. With this aggregate, you can supply the air conditioning machine with power, and I think that that's the easiest way, but not the economical friendliest way. For the economical friendly way, I would prefer our power station. With the power station, or the power station have a capacity of 6 air conditioning service. So you can carry out 6 air conditioning service step by step. And that's absolutely enough for one day. So you can fill your day with one loading of the power station to carry out a lot of, or 6 air conditioning service. Then we have a third opportunity to supply the trailer with power. We have on the back of the power of the trailer, there we have an external power supply. You can put in a plug, and that's also a possibility to get power for the air conditioning machines. Yeah, what we have also inside is a lighting system. The lighting system works with a sensor. So if you go inside in the trailer or if you stand under the roof, then you can make some moves and the light will go on. And what we also have are magnetical LEDs. So that's also an opportunity which you can choose. You have a lot of opportunities for your application. Do you need the lighting system with the sensors or a lighting with LEDs? It's up to you what you want. And that's especially an important point because the whole trailer system is an individual opportunity for you, dear customer, to make the trailer perfect or suitable for your application. You can choose between the whole consumables of WabcoWürth and Würth. You can choose between our accessories regarding air conditioning machines. You can choose if you use the trailer, for instance, for leak detection or for mere gas testing, nitrogen testing, or you can also extend your business with UV dye or other possibilities to check the AC system in whole. Yeah, what do we also have inside? As I mentioned, we have all accessories from WabcoWürth. Here to mention our flushing kit. With the flushing kit, it's on the left in the bottom. Yes, it's this one. With the flushing kit, you can flush an AC system. Why is this necessary? Yeah, for instance, you have a compressor damage in the system, then you need to flush the system because in case of a damage of the compressor, you have little old particle of the compressor inside of the AC system, and that means that you have to flush the whole system. And this is in a good way possible with our accessory, the flushing kit. Then we also have our inspector of WabcoWürth inside. Let me open the box and see what is inside. Yeah, with the inspector, you can make a first optical analysis of the refrigerant. You can check if refrigerant inside of an AC system. You can see what are the ingredients of the refrigerant. Is there moisture inside? Are there oil burned from the compressor damage, for instance? And yeah, that's a good first way, in my opinion, to start with the air conditioning service. And one point mentioned more to this accessory, you don't need an air conditioning machine, only to make a vacuum inside of this cylinder. But that's only a recommendation from our side. It's not really necessary. Yep. So what do we also have inside? We have, as I mentioned, the most important accessories from Würth, all necessaries, consumables like UV dye, PAG, POE oil. We have the adapter to fill out the refrigerant from the refrigerant bottle inside to the air conditioning machine. We have security equipment like the gloves and the security, what is the name of handschuhe? In? Gloves, sorry. Yeah, as I mentioned, gloves and goggles for the safety equipment. And yeah, the most important thing what I forget to mention is the shelf system of our partner Würth Fahrzeugeinrichtung. With this shelf system, you can put in all equipments, all tools, what you need for your mobile workshop solution. You can also extend this trailer with other tools, with other workshop equipment, what you need. And here I can mention that all settings of the trailers you can choose, or you can pass it to your requirements. For instance, if you will carry out the air conditioning maintenance, or if you will carry out the leak detection, then you can put together with your sales rep what do you need really. And you can also choose between a braked and an unbraked trailer. Here, this trailer is now unbraked, but you have also the opportunity to choose the other opportunity. And what you also can choose is, the power supply, as I mentioned. For instance, you don't need a power supply, then it's up to you. You can also get the trailer only with the shelf system, because maybe there are customers, they have also already a machine from us, then they need only the trailer with the shelf system and put all the other stuffs for the air conditioning service inside of the trailer. Yeah, the total weight of the trailer is 545 kilo. And if you add to this weight the weight of the air conditioning machine and the refrigerant, which is really necessary for air conditioning system or service, then you come to a total weight of 620 kilograms. That means you can load up the trailer with other stuff of in total 130 kilograms. So you see, you have place for other stuffs, for other workshop equipment, for your individual application. Yeah, what you can also configure to your individual application, you can, if the distance is too far away for you, then you can put the shelf system together with our partner WabcoWürth Fahrzeugeinrichtung closer to you. So it's more comfortable and more economical for the user in front of the trailer. Then you can also choose between a 1-axle and a 2-axle trailer. This one is a 1-axle trailer, but it's also up to you for your application and for your individual requirement. Yeah, with this mobile solution, you have the solution for two problems. The first problem is, of course, the most vans and transporters which carry out a mobile air conditioning service are totally overloaded with workshop equipment stuffs and other things. And with this solution, you have the opportunity to don't think about this problem, because you have the trailer, you put it on your car, on your van, on your transporter, and then you have to drive out to your customer. It's really important for the agriculture and the construction area, because there the machines don't come back to the workshop. You have to carry out, in case of costs and time, what you save in this case. Yeah, you have to drive out to your customer. And what I also mentioned is, you decide whether you want to pick up the trailer or whether deliver it to you. We can prepare all the things for you in advance, and you can only pick up the trailer by us, or we can deliver it out to you. So is there something what I forget to mention? Yeah, one important point is that we offer to you all things regarding air conditioning machines. You get from us the trailer, you get from us the equipment for air conditioning service, you get the consumables from WabcoWürth, you get training and also instructions from our technical field service in Germany. And we have partners in other countries to carry out this instruction, for instance, or also by the digital way. And what also is a big customer advantage is the individual configuration of the trailer, as I mentioned. Yeah, what I forget to show you is the back flap. Here you have also the opportunity to move out, for instance, the air conditioning machine or the aggregate to supply the machine. And it's also an ergonomical point if you don't want to use the back the side flap. Yeah, on this side you have an extra hose holder. With this hose holder, you can here mount nitrogen bottle to carry out the nitrogen test. In cases of security, we don't put in the nitrogen bottle. That's the reason why here is a lot of place for exactly this solution. Yeah, dear customer, it's up to you if you are interested in the product. So contact the sales rep or contact us via our contact formula. What I want to show you at the end of this presentation is our landing page. With this QR code, you come to our landing page. Maybe you can try it directly. And on this landing page, you find all the information what I have explained to you now. And you find also a link direct to our contact formula. And here you can get in contact with our sales rep or directly with us. And we will make an individual offer for your application. Yeah, so far to our brand new product, the COOLIUS trailer. Now we come to the second part of our web event. The second part are the air conditioning technology regarding e-mobility, especially in the cargo and the truck sector. Yeah, what is the current market development? As you have heard, the new refrigerant R744 or CO2 is still incoming. That means, why is CO2 an important refrigerant or an alternative for the R134A or R1234YF? It's easily to say it's environmental friendly. So CO2 is a natural refrigerant. That means it's available as a product in the industry, so you don't need to produce this refrigerant. It's easily available. It has a safety group A1. That means this refrigerant is not flammable. In compared to the other refrigerant R1234YF, this is flammable. So you have here a safety advantage. CO2 is very well available, as I mentioned, and that means that it is very cheap in compare to other refrigerant. Yeah, this refrigerant is long proven in the food area, so it's inside of the refrigerant systems in the supermarket, for instance, or in other AC systems. Yeah, CO2 have a high heat transfer per kilogram, much more higher than the other refrigerant. And a big disadvantage of this refrigerant is the high pressure, which is necessary to play with the different condition of the refrigerant, because you need the vapor and the liquid one to get the system and to get an AC system in working. And here you need pressure up to 135 bars. Compared to other refrigerant, there you have only up to 20 bars. And of course, the global warming potential is one. That's an absolutely environmental advantage. And that's the reason why the legacy or the most how should I say, that's the reason why it is much more environmental friendly like the other ones. But one disadvantage is also that the efficiency of the CO2 refrigerant is strongly dependent on the ambient temperature, because here you have the perfect range of plus 20 degrees and up to minus 40 degrees. That's the perfect range for using CO2 as refrigerant. Yeah, another important definition what is also incoming is the thermal management. What is the background of this? The objective or the target of a thermal management here on the left side, especially in the bus application, is to control the components in the optimum temperature range. That means that you have to generate the comfortable temperature for the passengers in the cabin. And the big problem in the e-mobility is that you don't have the heat from the engine. That means you need the use of a heat pump. And for this heat pump, the manufacturer use often CO2 as refrigerant. And in the thermal management, it is very necessary that you, necessary that the refrigerant circuit and the cooling circuit play together. Because as you see here on the left side, you have not only the air conditioning for the cabinet or for the driver cabinet or for the passengers. So you have also cooling systems for the battery. You have cooling systems for the axle, for instance. And yeah, you have much more to cooling in a thermal management system. And this come to our conclusion, or it's a fact. If the thermal management system fails, then the vehicle comes to a standstill. That's an important point what we want to give to you to thinking about it. Yeah, what is the market development, especially in the bus sector? In the bus sector, R744 or CO2 will be used increasingly in the future. So we have, I will show you it shortly. We have some models and manufacturer, they still, or they already use CO2. And yeah, one point what we have to mention here is that the R744 does not completely replace the old refrigerants, because as I mentioned, the efficiency is strongly influenced by the ambient conditions. What are the most important market players in the market? We have, of course, Convecta, Valeo, and Eberspecher. They are manufacturers of CO2 roof air conditioning systems, especially in the train or in the bus sector. And in Germany, we have 60% of all CO2 systems comes from Convecta in the e-mobility buses. So in 60% in cases of the e-buses, there is built in a Convecta solution. That's what I want to say, yes. And in the truck sector, here the development is not comparable with the development in the bus sector, because we don't know any cases or any models in which they use today R744 as refrigerant, because this was a feedback from the EAA in Hanover this year. The most manufacturers like Volta, Volvo, Nikola, Quantron or MAN, they still use R134A in electrical and hybrid trucks. Yeah, here you see some statements from the market. We got the information from Volvo in this year that they want to roll out CO2 as refrigerant in their air conditioning systems, but we don't know exactly when. And another statement comes from MAN that they also want to use R744 as the refrigerant in the future. Here on the right side, it's very important. You see some models in which CO2 is using as refrigerant in combination with a heating pump. Yeah, the most important one, I think, is the eCitaro from Mercedes, because there is a big quantity on the market of this bus. We have also two models from Solaris and Volvo in combination with MVC. They also have the solution of Convecta. Irisa, BYD, they delivered I think 50 buses to the German train, Deutsche Bahn. And we have also Ebusco. They working together with the BYG, the Berliner Verkehrsbetriebe in Germany. We have Hess and Iveco. They also started with the refrigerant CO2 in a timely manner. Yeah, what does this mean, this market development and the thermal management and the CO2 for us, for WabcoWürth? Yeah, my opinion is that the complexity of the air conditioning system increases enormously due to heat pump technology. That means that the most workshops need professional trained personnel, because the safety aspects of CO2 is a little bit different in compared to the old refrigerants. That's the reason is here, as I mentioned, the big pressure which you need for the refrigerant. And today, no extra climate certificate is necessary to handle with CO2. And maybe it will come in future, but up to now, you can use the system's CO2 with your old or with your normally climate certificate, which you need for the handling with the oil refrigerants. In the most cases, in reality, the workshops get a visit from the technical guys from the air conditioning manufacturer. So that means that they don't carry out the air conditioning service by itself because the complexity is too high. And what is also a fact in the market is that the air conditioning systems of the manufacturer are designed in a modular way. That means they can build out the old air conditioning machine and put in a new one, and the service or the repair will carry out direct by the manufacturer. Another point what is here to mention is that the systems are partly completely hermetic. That means you need less services and repairs because one point what is here to mention is that no moisture will enter the AC system, and moisture is one big point why you have to carry out air conditioning service. Our statement from WabcoWürth is that the potential for air conditioning service units regarding CO2 is currently very low. That means that the technology has not arrived in the truck sector, and we have still to evaluate a unit for large volume systems. But our message to you is clear. We are already dealing with the new technology, and if the potential is much more higher, then we will also develop a machine for big volume systems. So far to my presentation today. I want to say thank you very much for your participation on the web event. If you have question, then don't hesitate to put it in the chat function. Our colleagues behind the cameras will be there in the chat for 15 minutes. So you can also ask your question if you want after this web event, or you can contact me directly under my email address, or you can get in contact through our sales rep, through the Würth sales rep, or direct with our indoor sales team. Thank you very much for your participation, and I hope you get good insight of the new technology, CO2, and you have maybe interested to our new COOLIUS trailer. Last point from my side is it's really a good advantage to make, or a good opportunity to make the air conditioning service in a comfortable and economical way. Thank you.